Hey folks, it's Sunday, November 2nd. It's about 24 degrees. It's about 12 minutes past 8 a.m. And Laura and I are getting ready to head out on the Peninsula Trail, which is located in the Charles Deam Wilderness in the Hoosier Nation Forest, just south of Bloomington and Lake Monroe. And so we're getting ready to get started. I apologize looking like a dork with this hat on, but it's hunting season and we've got to be seen. I think I might get a hat like Laura's, if you can. Instead, I'm not as, it's not as stupid looking. This is a 4.5 miles out to Lake Monroe and about 4.5 miles back. We're using a new device for the camera. It just looks like a walking stick with its telescoping, and instead of the standard tripod, because that thing gets heavy after you carry it for 3 or 4 hours or longer. So this is a new thing, and we were at REI in Castleton yesterday, and I got this nice new jacket. It's regularly $100. I got it for $48, and so we'll see how it works. I needed a jacket anyway. What else did we get there at REI yesterday? Oh yeah, we got a Primus camping stove for about $20. Those things can run as high as $140 to $200, and they all basically look alike. It's just a small metal device that you screw to the top of a propane butane can, and it's just like a gas stove in the house. It's just a portable one that you can take with you. So when we get out to the lake, we're going to have some hot chocolate. We've got some meat sauce and lasagna from Mountain Home. And so we're going to try out this new stove and see what we're doing. We're coming up to a sign here. We want to make sure that we're actually going down the right trail. So we'll know that here momentarily. Well, according to the sign, we're not, but so we need to find out where we're going.
We came from over there.
Let me give you the wander. Look here. How we're going right, Grub Ridge Trail. It says here eventually it goes across the Cope Hollow. I think we're on the Cope Hollow Trail, because up here we went to a sharp left, and we were and then. But this one here kind of breaks off towards the right. I think
We're backtracking. I think we took the wrong turn. So now we'll go back. Oh, look at the pretty colors. There's a chipmunk down there. I hear it and I just saw it. Pretty colors. Oh my goodness. Check out that tree. Well, which way do we go?
This way. That's not it. They both converge on the other. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a sign over there.
I didn't see that.
Maybe these are the signs we're looking for. You took the wrong trail.
Huh?
You're supposed to go to the left of the tree, not the right.
Oh.
Had to get him on that. We just passed somebody and we asked him if we're going the right way. He told us yes. Keep going and we'll see another sign for our turn off. So, because Mark keeps freaking out that we're not going the right way. We did have to turn around once though, because we were on the wrong trail. But we're heading the right direction. That guy must have went up there and camped out because you could see his sleeping pad and stuff on his back. So, are you sure you're going the right way here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Another Y. I don't see a thing, a marker. So, well, I've got my gloves off. So it must be at least maybe 30 degrees by now. And I think we'll be getting up into some pine forest, which is really cool because they're tall. There's tree roots sticking up. I gotta watch them so I don't fall. Fell a couple weeks ago. That didn't feel good. When you're in your mid-50s, falling is not a good thing. Okay, see the pretty colors? It's so pretty out here. Okay, I'm gonna do some walking. Our first campsite on the trail. That is where we came from. Anyway. And here's a campsite. And in the fire pit is Jackie, jack-o'-lantern. Some logs to sit on. Fire pit. And this is what you get to view. Okay, back on the trail. It broke off of there. And it's wedged up in there. Okay. On the trail. Here we are in the pine forest here. Looks like just a small one. Hopefully we'll come up to some more. Look how the sun's coming through the trees and hitting the leaves. Sweet. Okay, just wanted to show you guys that.
If you notice back there where we showed you the sign just recently, we are presently walking on an old roadbed that the book Hiking in Indiana says is the trail. We've noticed that this old roadbed was kind of running parallel to the trail through the woods. And eventually at that sign is where they converge. So if you ever take this trail, I would recommend if you want to walk on the trail, that's fine. But you can also take this roadbed, and it makes it a whole lot easier to walk.
This is the birds. Mark saw a deer riding in. I saw a deer, but I just saw its tail because it was booking. Check out those thick vines on this tree. Wow, it goes up there and it keeps on going. Wow. pretty and so quiet.
Okay, as we come up on the trail, folks, if you're taking this trail, you'll see this sign. And immediately to your left will be a campsite. So if you reach this point, you know you're going the right direction. You can't be too much further away because the lake is to our right. You can kind of see it through the trees. It would not be advantageous to show it through the camera because I don't know that the camera would really pick it up that well. But we are going the right direction. You know, it might be only 30 degrees out. It's not that bad if you just had a pair of long johns on and a thermal shirt that goes with it. And if you keep moving, you should be okay. It's when you stop for a few moments that you start getting a little cold. First thing I'm going to do when we reach the lake edge is make a fire because my jaws are cold, my face is cold. It's hard to talk. I bought some mossy oak gloves at Walmart, and you can kind of see the lake out there.
You could zoom in and see it. See it? Here, woodpecker.
As I was saying, I bought a pair of $12 gloves at Walmart made by Mossy Oak. And when you put them on in a warm store, they might think they keep your fingers warm, but they really don't. I would suspect that you get what you pay for. A pair of $13 gloves will keep your hands out of the weather, but they're really not going to keep your hands that warm. If you want to buy some cold weather gloves that's going to keep your hands from getting chilled, you're going to have to put out the money for them.
Here we are on the trail. And you could see the slope. It goes down and then straight down. How far down would you say that is, Mark?
Maybe from here about 200 feet.
About 200 feet down. There's the lake. That's where we came from. We came from down through there, up through here. And more pine trees. I wished I could pick out birds by their calls. So you go from these tall, tall pines across the path there, about a 200-foot drop to the lake. How much further you say we've got?
A mile and a half.
Okay, we've got about a mile and a half that way to go to get to the lake. Onward. There's the lake. We're actually going towards it now. Lake Monroe. Now, there are campsites out here for primitive camping, because you have to walk out here to it, carry everything you need. We don't have all the equipment yet, but hopefully by springtime we will. Oh, okay. Oh, I just want to go down here and look around here. As I do with the kids, we're here, we're here, we're here. Bethany Maddox likes for Nana to say that. Go back up there and see where their campsites are. Oh boy, it's my job to keep the fire going?
Yeah, until I get back.
Check to see here. Almost, not quite. Oh yeah. Table mark made. Fire pit. where we put our little stove. Our backpacks and coats on the log. There's our view. And there's a little bit of wood for whoever comes up next. Okay. So, back on the trail, back to the truck.
Hoosier Hiker Channel. We just finished the Peninsula Trail. It's 4.5 miles in, 4.5 miles back. We started about 8:12 to 8:15 this morning. It's 3 o'clock. We just finished. Legs are tired, feet are tired. I'm glad we're done. This is a good trail, one of the better trails that we've walked on. Why? Because for the most part it's flat. There's not a lot of, there is some uphill grades, but there's not a lot of uphill grades that you have to deal with, as many as have been on previous trails. The pros and cons of this trail, the pros are that it's flat for the most part. You do get to see some scenery other than forest canopy and ravines, which are on most of the other trails. You do end up at Lake Monroe, right up against the edge, which is nice. It's a 13,000 acre lake. The cons are, again, uphills, and that because it's also used by horses, that there's a lot of areas where it's damp and you have to walk around it. But those are very few, but still, that is one con I would put with it. But I think that would be probably about it. So we will be going out next week unless there's bad weather, and a video will follow. And always remember, walk upright, keep it clean.